This is the first run to incorporate the full shortcut on serial gaps, setting the standard for all future records on the track. The full shortcut entails first performing the previously mentioned jump from the tunnel to the jump plates. The player must do this at a high speed and maintain it across the gap. After floating for a distance, the pilot has to dive back down and land on one of the 3 jump plates. If the player manages to do this while maintaining enough speed, they will once again be propelled into the air to skip the next track segment. From here, the goal is to reach the track segments down below, whether that be the smaller upper path or the spacious bottom path. To ensure the lap counts, players must carefully hit invisible checkpoints, often veering left after the jump plate to do so. Once the required checkpoints are hit, the player can then dive down to the track below, gaining a significant speed advantage. Attempting the big shortcut on serial gaps can be a perilous endeavor, often resulting in an explosive failure upon landing back on the track. The intricacies lie in the game's complex checkpoint system, a crucial mechanism used to ensure players navigate the entirety of the track and prevent exploitable shortcuts. In this video, we follow the in-depth research of Josel Astrid, a respected community member, and Midiman, the former space-flying champion, as they unravel the complexities of the checkpoint system. Despite their exhaustive efforts, some nuances remain elusive even to the most seasoned F-Zero experts. The stage is set to delve into the basics of the checkpoint system, shedding light on its essential functions and its relevance to the formidable serial gaps shortcut. Each lap relies on checkpoints to monitor progress, with serial gaps boasting 170 such markers. There are tracks with under 60 checkpoints, and some with over 500. The checkpoints follow the track, and there are generally more checkpoints on turns compared to straight sections. Understanding how checkpoints work while driving on the track is easy enough. Wherever you are on the track, your checkpoint status is the same as the part of the track you're touching, and it will progress as you traverse the track. Additionally, gaps in the track, like checkpoint 98, require traversing the entire distance to advance checkpoint status. Aerial movement is where things get interesting, and cause the GX checkpoint system to be quite a bit more intricate than typical racing games. Checkpoints are not confined to the track's surface, but extend infinitely in 3 dimensions. This allows you to advance your checkpoint status when you're airborne above, or even to the side of the track. Unlike some other racing games, you aren't required to pass every individual checkpoint. As the player enters the air, their checkpoint status will remain as it was at the point of liftoff until they cross the next sequential checkpoint, or make contact with the track again. Making contact with the top or side of the track will advance the checkpoint status to that of the associated checkpoint, even if some previous checkpoints were skipped. But when skipping checkpoint 99, landing near the end of the ice patches, or any farther, results in an explosion upon re-entry. The game makes this judgment based on a concept called track distance. Track distance measures the length from one location to another on the track. Each course has a specific track distance value that cannot be exceeded when skipping checkpoints with a landing. In the case of serial gaps, the limit is about 1,511 meters. Without crossing checkpoint 99, landing at the split tracks down below results in a skip of over 2,000 meters. By veering to the left immediately after the jump, we can pass through the plane for checkpoint 99. Once that is done, pretty much any flight path will take us past checkpoints 100 through 113. This means the track distance measurement will start much farther ahead and the landing will only skip around 600 meters. You may be asking how Mumu and others discovered these precise checkpoint requirements. Well, the game offers a visual indicator for when checkpoints have been skipped. When the player skips a certain number of checkpoints while traveling through the air, some blinking yellow arrows will appear on screen and point towards the next sequential checkpoint that was skipped. This helps to show which checkpoint the game is waiting for you to cross, as well as giving a warning when you are getting close to skipping too many checkpoints. There is another key mechanic that players must consider when performing the big shortcut. On most tracks in the game, you will be retired instantly if you fall too far below the track you were driving on. The game calculates the track height, minus some amount depending on the track, and it will deem the machine off course if it goes below that point. If the machine loses too much height during the skip, they will be at risk of falling below the limit.